Now picture this. A regular guy just doing his job as an Amazon delivery driver. He's out there hustling to make ends meet in this crazy city. But one day, something unexpected happens that turns his whole day upside down. He finds himself in a scary situation when a migrant tries to rob him. Can you imagine? Just trying to make an honest living and bam, he's faced with danger right on the streets of NYC. This story isn't just about one guy's struggle. It's a snapshot of what life can be like for so many people in this city. It's about the clash between dreams and reality, and the tough choices people have to make just to get by. So, stick around as we unravel this gripping tale and explore the hidden side of New York City that you won't see in the movies. Get ready for a roller coaster ride through the streets of NYC, where every twist and turn reveals a new layer of truth. Let's dive in. Let's set the scene. It's a typical bustling afternoon in Clinton Hill, a neighborhood in the heart of Brooklyn, New York City. The streets are alive with the usual hustle and bustle, people going about their daily routines. Enter Abu, a hard-working Amazon delivery driver known for his dedication and commitment to his job. He's just like any other New Yorker, trying to earn an honest living in this fast-paced city. But on this particular Sunday afternoon, Abu's routine delivery run takes an unexpected turn. As he goes about his route, he encounters Yason Sanchez, a 26-year-old migrant who appears to be heavily intoxicated and behaving erratically. Suddenly, Abu finds himself in a terrifying situation as Yason attempts to steal packages right out of his delivery truck. Desperate to protect his livelihood, Abu takes quick action, using a nearby snowball to fend off Yason's brazen robbery attempt. In the chaos that ensues, Abu manages to thwart the theft, but not without consequences. Despite acting in self-defense, Abu soon finds himself in handcuffs, caught up in a whirlwind of confusion and injustice. The initial encounter between Abu, the Amazon delivery driver, and Yason Sanchez, the migrant, was marked by chaos and confrontation. As Abu was unloading his delivery truck in the quiet streets of Clinton Hill, he was startled to encounter Sanchez, who was behaving erratically with his genitals exposed. In a moment of shock and disbelief, Abu confronted Sanchez, demanding to know what he was doing. But instead of backing down, Sanchez aggressively approached Abu, prompting him to defend himself. Feeling threatened, Abu grabbed a piece of ice from the ground and hurled it at Sanchez, hoping to deter his advance. When Sanchez persisted, Abu, fearing for his safety, instinctively reached for a nearby snow pile and struck Sanchez with it, causing him to stumble and fall. Desperate to escape the escalating situation, Abu sought help from nearby police officers, hoping they would intervene. However, the encounter took an unexpected turn when Sanchez accused Abu of assaulting him. Despite Abu's attempts to explain the situation and the presence of nearby surveillance cameras, the confrontation devolved into a he said, she said scenario, leaving Abu feeling frustrated and misunderstood. Between Abu, the Amazon delivery driver, and Yason Sanchez, the drunk and naked migrant, not only underscores the intense and chaotic nature of urban life, but also highlights the significance of Abu's choice to avoid physical violence and opt for a non-lethal means of protecting himself and his property. In the heat of the moment, faced with an aggressive assailant, Abu could have easily resorted to more forceful measures to defend himself. However, he made a conscious decision to exercise restraint and seek alternative methods of self-defense. Instead of escalating the situation with potentially harmful actions, Abu utilized the resources available to him in the immediate environment, a piece of ice and a snowball, to deter Sanchez and protect his livelihood. By opting for a non-lethal approach, Abu demonstrated not only his quick thinking and resourcefulness, but also his commitment to resolving conflicts without inflicting harm. His choice to prioritize de-escalation over retaliation speaks volumes about his character and values as an individual, showcasing a sense of compassion and empathy even in the face of adversity. In a city where tensions can run high and violence is often glorified, Abu's actions serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of choosing peace over aggression and seeking resolution through dialogue and understanding, rather than confrontation. Law enforcement responded to the scene, assessing the situation and gathering information from both parties involved. Yason Sanchez, identified as the aggressor in the incident, was charged with petty larceny and public lewdness. Despite the severity of these charges, Sanchez was released without bail during his court appearance on Monday. In contrast, Abu, the Amazon delivery driver, found himself facing legal repercussions for his actions in defending himself and his property. Despite his efforts to avoid physical violence and seek assistance from the police, Abu was charged with third-degree assault. He was subsequently released on a desk appearance ticket, pending further legal proceedings. Frustrated and bewildered by the turn of events, Abu expressed his disbelief at the outcome, emphasizing his intent to protect himself and his livelihood. He lamented the irony of seeking help from law enforcement, only to find himself facing criminal charges for his actions. The disparity in the legal outcome highlights the complexities of navigating the justice system, particularly in cases where self-defense is invoked. Despite Abu's efforts to handle the situation responsibly, he now finds himself embroiled in a legal battle, grappling with the consequences of simply trying to protect himself in a dangerous and unpredictable situation. The absence of video evidence compounded the complexity of the situation, leading to a frustrating he said, she said scenario. Despite Abu's assertion of the presence of surveillance cameras, law enforcement claimed otherwise, leaving the incident to rely solely on conflicting accounts. This lack of concrete evidence not only hindered efforts to establish a clear narrative, but also contributed to the disparity in legal outcomes for both individuals involved. While Sanchez was released without bail, Abu found himself facing criminal charges for defending himself. The legal outcomes underscore the challenges and injustices inherent in navigating the justice system, particularly for marginalized individuals like Abu. Despite his efforts to handle the situation responsibly, he now faces the burden of a criminal case, highlighting systemic inequalities and the need for reform in addressing issues of self-defense and accountability. If you found Abu's story interesting and want to stay updated on more thought-provoking content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. The incident between Abu and Sanchez goes beyond just what happened on that street corner. It brings up big questions about how safe our communities really are and how well our legal system works. For one, it makes us think about how safe we really are when we're just doing our jobs or walking down the street. If someone can get away with trying to steal from a delivery driver in broad daylight, what does that say about the safety of our neighborhoods? It also makes us wonder if the legal system is fair for everyone. Abu was just trying to protect himself, but he ended up facing charges himself. It shows that sometimes the system doesn't work the way it should, especially for people like Abu who are just trying to make a living. And then there's the bigger issue of how we see migrants in our society. Incidents like this can fuel negative stereotypes and make it harder for migrants to feel like they belong. It's important for us to remember that everyone deserves to be treated with respect, regardless of where they come from. Overall, this incident reminds us of the challenges immigrants and workers face in our city, and the importance of standing up for justice and fairness for all. On the other hand, when Abu found out Sanchez was a migrant, it made him think about his own family's story. His dad was deported back to the Dominican Republic because he was an illegal immigrant. Abu's dad suffered a lot there and eventually passed away. Abu feels lucky he's not an immigrant himself because he knows he might have to go back to his own country if he were. This makes him wary of dealing with the police because he's afraid it could lead to trouble for him. Seeing Sanchez waste the chance he got to be in the US made Abu upset. He knows how hard it can be for immigrants to make a better life, so it frustrates him when someone doesn't appreciate the opportunity they've been given. Abu's story shows how complicated immigration and dealing with the police can be. It's not just about following the rules. It's also about understanding the risks and challenges that come with it. Abu's backstory is filled with struggles and challenges, especially when it comes to his family's immigration experience. His father's deportation hit him hard, leaving a lasting mark on his outlook on law enforcement and immigration. Growing up, Abu witnessed firsthand the fear and uncertainty that comes with being an immigrant in a new country. He saw how his dad's deportation tore their family apart and left them with a sense of loss and injustice. This experience shaped Abu's views on law enforcement. He learned to be wary of dealing with the police, fearing that it could lead to more trouble for him and his family. But despite his reservations, Abu knows that sometimes he has to seek help, even if it means taking a risk. Abu's story highlights the urban challenges that many immigrants and their families face in cities like New York. It's a reminder of the sacrifices they make and the obstacles they overcome just to build a better life. And it underscores the importance of empathy and understanding in addressing the complex issues of immigration and law enforcement in our communities. Just imagine the bustling streets of New York City, where delivery workers like Abu navigate a maze of skyscrapers and bustling sidewalks, all while carrying precious cargo to our doorsteps. But lurking in the shadows of this urban jungle are dangers that most of us never even consider. Just recently, another Amazon worker fell victim to a terrifying attack, a completely unprovoked slashing that sent shockwaves through the city. It's a chilling reminder of the very real risks faced by delivery workers every single day. Imagine being out there in the dead of night, alone on a dimly lit street, with nothing but your wits to protect you. It's a job that demands more than just speed and efficiency. It requires nerves of steel and a keen awareness of your surroundings. But it's not just physical danger that these workers contend with. They also battle against long hours, low pay, and the constant uncertainty of their schedules. Many of them are immigrants or people of color, already facing uphill battles in a city that never sleeps. This isn't just about packages, it's about people. It's about ensuring that those who keep our city moving are safe and supported every step of the way. It's time we recognize the bravery and resilience of delivery workers like Abu and take real action to protect them from the shadows that lurk in our city streets. The recent incident with Sanchez and Abu shines a harsh light on the struggles faced by hardworking folks like Abu in our city. It's infuriating to see Sanchez walk free, while Abu, just defending himself, gets slapped with unjust charges. This unfairness not only puts Abu's job at risk, but also reveals deeper problems in our justice system. It's heartbreaking to see innocent people caught in the crossfire of crime and violence. We need to stand up against these injustices and fight for a fairer, safer city for everyone. If you found this story as outrageous as I did, hit that subscribe button. Let's stay connected and keep pushing for change. Together, we can make our voices heard and demand justice for folks like Abu.